True or false? Universities do not accept OPS credits.
False.
False. Changing from a 100-point scale to a 4-point scale did not impact acceptance of OPS credits in colleges and universities.
Extra credit is allowed in OPS.
False.
False. There is no extra credit in OPS. It's not complicated. Beware of myths.
What's the difference between formative and summative?
The summative is your biggest grade.
Summative is your biggest grade.
Or,
Like size-wise? So physically it's like 6 or 7 feet tall and the formative grade's like about a foot?
It's summative is
No.
65% of your grade and formative is 35% of your grade.
Wow, you know the numbers.
It's not complicated. Summative equals 65% of the grade. Formative equals 35% of the grade. Summative is at the end of learning. Formative is during learning.
So explain to me what summative means.
It's more of your grade. It's like it's a bigger part of your grade, so it affects your grade. So if you bomb it, your grade gets lower. If you do better, your grade could stay the same or get higher.
Have you ever bombed a summative assessment?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Was it a
Yes.
sad day in Jacktown?
Yes.
Yes?
It's not complicated. Summative assessments are 65% of the grade. Formative assessments prepare students to be successful on a summative assessment. Summative assessments are done at the end of learning.
Does practice count in the grade book?
No.
Practice does not count in the grade book.
No.
So then what would you need to do practice for?
It's a practice so you can get better at what you're learning or doing.
It's not complicated. Practice isn't graded, but it helps students learn a new topic. Practice is often done in class to check for understanding.
So can you give me an example of other places where you could practice something like in real life just to get better at it?
if you like being in football, which I do, and if you like being a quarterback, I do, just practice how your accuracy and how you throw and how far you can throw. Because if you start throwing hard and far and with aim, you'll be perfect.
And it requires practice to do that.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and practice.
That sounds like a lot of practice.
Oh, it is.
It's not complicated. Practice can be done at home or in class. Either way, it makes a difference.
So have you had teachers stop and reteach things?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Lots.
How do they
Today.
know? How do they know when it's time to reteach?
Some teachers like involvement. Like my math teacher, when she's doing a problem and she says, okay, what's the next step? If she gets a lot of, okay, well, we add 2, then she knows, okay, they've got that concept. But if she says, what's the next step? And she hears crickets, she knows we might need to go over that again because they don't know the next step.
Crickets? You got crickets in your classroom?
Maybe not crickets, just silence.
It's not complicated. Teachers should use formative assessments to determine if students understand the material.
Do you think it's a good thing if a teacher tells you what part of an assignment you did inaccurately so that you can get it better?
Yes.
So give me an example of, in real life, when you were told how to do something differently so that you could get it better.
Actually, at home, my mom is very particular about how we clean things. And so if we clean our rooms not to her expectations, she kind of comes in and tells us like, okay, well, you know, fix your...
This is a level 3.
Yeah, this is a level 3, and if you fix your comforter or, you know, dust your dresser, you might get a level 4.
It's not complicated. Teachers won't accept less than students' best. Redos allow students to make sure their work is at its best. And low-quality work should always be redone.
homework, is it important?
Yes.
Why is homework important?
To get a good grade.
To get a good
To
grade?
get smarter.
How does homework get you smarter?
Well, even though it's hard, the more you struggle, the more you learn. That's what our teacher says.
That's what your teacher says? She sounds pretty smart.
Ah, you do not know.
It's not complicated. Homework does count, and it can be either summative or formative assessments.
How would you feel if you got a good grade?
I'll get crazy.
You'd get crazy?
Yeah.
How often do you get good grades?
A lot. Yeah, you can
A lot? Does it feel good to be awesome?
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
Everybody give yourselves a high five. Awesome.
It's not complicated. Grades matter to students, and standards-based grading makes a difference.